Today we're going to try Great Value's Pesto Tortellini, which is in their lineup of kind of like vegetarian, vegan, frozen dishes. This is part of their kind of newer lineup. They've been redoing the packaging. I don't know if they redid all the actual like recipes and things like that, but they've been redoing their area where vegetarian stuff is like crazy. They almost have like a whole aisle at my Walmart now. They're really pushing it. I guess people really like the vegetarian stuff, which is great. So we're going to try a straight up pesto tortellini, which normally wouldn't have a meat in it anyway. So it's not like it's some, out of the way thing. It doesn't have any of the, impossible meats or anything like that. It's just pesto tortellini. Cheese tortellini pasta tossed in a pesto Parmesan sauce. I love a good pesto. Rare to get a good pesto. So, with Great Value meals, they're very hit and miss. So this is probably either going to be a really good pesto sauce or a really terrible pesto sauce. Could be in the middle, but that's probably like the least likely outcome is the middle. I think it's either going to be really good or really bad. We'll find out here in a second. Looking at the ingredients, cheese tortellini dough made with durum wheat flour and a bunch of chemicals. That's good stuff. Part skim ricotta cheese, Romano cheese, heavy cream, whole milk, extra virgin olive oil, basil, Parmesan cheese. Okay, so they have all the good stuff you want, and they also have 70% of your daily value of saturated fats and 41% of your daily value of sodium. So this is really not good for you in a lot of ways, but I guess you have to take what you can get. We're going to go for the flavor. I don't want to judge too much based on the health aspects, but not great. Make a 1-inch slit in the overwrap. Cook on high for 3 minutes. Remove overwrap, stir, then cook 1 more minute, and then let sit 1 minute before eating. Simple instructions, like most frozen meals, bowls like this. Just flip the cover, cook, stir, and cook. And there's what we have right out of the package. It looks decent. I mean, it just looks like pasta with the pesto sauce on top, and presumably, the pasta is nice. We'll find out. Simple bowl meal, $4 at Walmart. It's up in the higher end. Walmart has like $2.50 meals that some of them are bad, some of them are good. I've done reviews of them in the past if you want to look at those, or just look up anybody else's reviews or whatever. But this is part of their, since it's in their vegan, vegetarian kind of like alternative lineup, it's $3.98, which is what most of their other kind of veggie meals are. So let's microwave it and see what it looks like on the other side. Here we go, fresh pesto tortellini out of the microwave. If anybody's wondering, if you hear the noise in the background, it's the AC. I'm actually sweating in my living room right now in March because I love where I live. It's about 86, 87 outside right now, which isn't even that hot, but it gets hot in here. Anyway, here's our pesto tortellini out. It smells really good. It has that traditional kind of pesto smell. I think it's going to be more down to the pasta than the pesto, whether I like it or not, but we'll find out. I stirred it up. It's nice and set. It's been sitting for a little bit, so hopefully I'm not going to burn my mouth as I take a little piece here. Let me find one that's a little photogenic. I'll give Great Value the benefit of the doubt and pick a bite that's looks nice. So there we go. Got the tortellini and the pesto and all that good stuff, and I'm just delaying the inevitable. Let's try it. Once again, Great Value. I'm pretty impressed with this. This is actually a decent pesto tortellini. I actually quite like it. I only have a couple of little issues, nothing too bad, sorry. I actually ate a lot of this. The real problem though is the middle of these tortellini, which is supposed to be cheese, cheese tortellinis. There's not really much cheese in the cheese tortellini. I don't even know if you can see that. That's the cheese right there. That's how much cheese there is in the whole thing, the whole tortellini. So not much cheese in the actual tortellini, but the pesto sauce is delicious. The actual tortellinis themselves, they came out fine. They have a good cooked level to them. They're not too soft, they're not too hard. They came out right in the microwave. And there's a decent amount of olive oil in here, which I was looking at this to see where the olive oil is on the list of ingredients, and it's pretty high up, and it adds a nice kind of freshness to it. The basil pesto in here is great. I think that they should sell this sauce on its own. I would happily buy this if it was jarred or like a frozen thing that I could thaw out and put with my own pasta, because this is a really, really, really nice pesto sauce. which I greatly enjoy. It's the only letdown again is the tortellinis themselves, but they're not bad. They serve their purpose admirably, but they could have a little more cheese in them. A little more ricotta cheese would have gone a long way for these, but otherwise I think that this is actually a really solid meal. It's pretty decently sized too. 9.5 ounces. I could see this being a pretty filling meal because of the pasta. It's a little bit heavy with the pasta and the oil, but that's what you want with the pesto. So it's great. I don't really have many issues, as I said, outside of the lack of cheese. So, but that is going to bump it down in my review opinion. It's not going to be a 5. It's going to be a 4. But this is a really solid frozen meal, and I would suggest anybody who likes pesto, pesto sauces with their pasta, go check it out. It's pretty good. Or if you're looking for a decent frozen meal with no meat in it, a meatless frozen meal, this is one to try out. It's really good. It's got a nice, like I said, a nice fresh taste to it with the olive oil and the pesto. Just a little disappointed by the tortellini, but I like it. So $3.98, perhaps a little bit pricey, especially for a great value meal, but they did a good job, and I think that they used pretty quality ingredients, so I can't really fault them for being $3.98 when you can see how much olive oil is in here and how good the pesto tastes. It feels like they used quality ingredients for the most part. Where they skimped out on was the ricotta cheese. That's where Great Value saved some money, was in the filling of the actual tortellini, which sucks, but it is what it is, and I think for what it is, it's pretty damn good. So Great Value Pesto Tortellini, check it out. $3.98 at Walmart. It's in like the vegetarian vegan aisle now, not with the other frozen meals. And with that, I will see you all next time.